Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-August 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Capricorn collective. My God, Spirit Team, talk to me. What do we got going on for my friends here as we move on through August, please? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got here for Capricorn right up front. Please, my gods, talk to me. What's going on here for my friends? Been a couple of interesting readings the past few weeks, so I'm intrigued to see what we got going on here. Okay, so we do have this bound angel. This is a very striking piece of imagery. It does have a lot of little subnotes here. Maybe some of you are needing or wanting to get out of the house or out from something. This could be a trapped type of energy as well. So I always liken it to the Eight of Swords. We'll talk about it more in a moment. There's a lot of energy attached to this bound up angel. Before we do though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end. So you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's go. So this bound up angel, as with everything in divination and tarot, this could be an energy around you or someone you're closely connected to. We see this beautiful angel with those wings bound up in this red ribbon. So it's a little bit of a constricted type of energy. And I think of it, like I said, very similar to the Eight of Swords. It's a fleeting energy. It's an energy that moves out quickly, but it's a little cumbersome nonetheless. So when we see this energy, you might be feeling cornered, you might be feeling trapped. I always say this could even be something as small as cabin fever, like needing to get out, have a little fun, spread those wings literally when this card shows up. But this can absolutely be overthinking, anxiety, stress, like somebody trapped in their head, trapped in the mind. But once again, like I said, even though this is a bit of a challenging energy to deal with, it's one that can move out quite quickly. So in the coming days and weeks, you might just have a very active mind, or you might just need to go out and have a little bit of fun, my friends. Let's put this angel down right over here. And you know, as I always say, every reading, this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading, it's just a footnote. Let's get you some tarot now. I'm going to shuffle it up one time, get you 3 cards in the upright before we get that intuitive juiciness flowing. So let's see what we got here for the Capricorns, please, my guides. Talk to me. And while we do, let's talk about last week's reading, because it was interesting. And I mentioned last week that for a few weeks or quite a while now, I've been seeing a lot of challenges or challenging energies in the Capricorn sphere. And I was starting to see a bit of a shift last week. Last week's reading was titled A Surprising Change. So for a lot of you, if you have been dealing with a lot, going through a lot, things could be shifting more towards the positive in surprising types of ways, whether it's monetarily, relationships, or even within yourself. I was seeing a lot of metamorphosis and things changing in unexpected ways, which is really nice. So we're going to hope to keep it optimistic. Let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe and story or someone you're linked to. So let's get it going here. What do we got for the Capricorns? And I'll say this while we get these first cards out. For a stretch of about like 3 or 4 weeks, a lot of your readings were focused around other people in your sphere. Okay, so we do have a card of the past showing up here right in the beginning. A lot of memories. Could be a trip down memory lane, pardon me. Got a little tongue-tied there. Let's put that 6 of Cups right there. 2 more. What do we got for Capricorn, please? That's always an interesting card. Okay, we have the Hermit. Okay, you might be in hermit mode when this card shows up, keeping to yourself. Okay, interesting. I always find it super intriguing whenever the Hermit is like smack dab in the center. Earthy energy. Let's get you one more. Thank you. Magician, creation. So we have a lot of power here, Capricorn. There's a lot of powerful energies that we are going to be taking a look at. So let's get that Magician right there. Super spiritual. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get that juicy intuitive stuff going. Now, at first look, first glance, obviously I have to mention we have a card of the past, the inner, but we have 2 very powerful major arcana in the Hermit and the Magician. They're both extremely spiritual. So in this time, you might be extra sensitive to subtle energies. And I've been seeing that for a lot of different signs. But let's go through one by one, because Once again, I'm possibly seeing that shift, that change on the back end with the Magician. But position number one, we do have the Six of Cups. Like I said, to me, this is a card of history. This is a card of memories. So whether this is representing an individual that you have a ton of history with, a lot of memories, or it could be just someone doing a lot of walks down memory lane, thinking about things, reminiscing, thinking about good times, thinking about bad times, thinking about the in-between times. That's a huge vibe with this card. However, this can also represent very deep emotional soul connections, people that we are connected to. This does even have like little snippets of past lives. That's if we were going super deep on it. But the Six of Cups can also represent a very intense emotional connection here, whether it's with friends, family, or romantic. So this is going to be an interesting one to really dig into a little further. For a portion of you, this card does come out when someone or something from the past might be making a return. Okay, whether it's a person, whether it's a behavior, whether it's a situation, we'll just have to see what's up. Now, moving to the center, we do have this Hermit energy. It's one of the most symbolically dense cards in the whole entire tarot deck. It represents the zodiac sign of Virgo. So you might be connected to a Virgo whenever the Hermit's here. This, to me, whenever I see it, first and foremost, there might be something you are pulling back from, retracting from. Avoidance, possibly, or maybe there's someone trying to avoid you whenever this card shows up. Not the nicest vibe, but as with every card, there's positives and negatives. The positives of this Hermit, it's very wise, extremely intelligent, smart, sees things for what they are, and there's that deep esoteric, symbolic, and spiritual tie-in that we have with this Hermit. But once again, it could represent blockages. It could represent communication issues, not really getting what you feel out properly, or not being able to communicate that. Once again, you might just be in Hermit mode here, right? Pulling back, like this could sometimes be someone feeling a little solitary, a little lonely whenever this card is here. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a rough energy, but the Hermit can be all those archetypes or just a couple, depending on what you're going through. And some people, they just enjoy their own company, and that is the Hermit energy to a T. So we're just going to place him there. We'll get back to that as we keep pressing through. Now on the back end, we have the card of change that I was referencing. We have the Magician. This is beautiful energy normally whenever I see it. Once again, extremely tied in to ritual, to spirituality. This is the bookend energy to the High Priestess, the matron of psychics, intuitives, and tarot readers. So you might be getting in touch with yourself spiritually or opening your mind to those topics. And when we see it connected with this Hermit, that's the vibe I'm picking up. A lot of you could be very in tune or sensitive to things around you in this time. But the Magician, to me, is all about creation. It's about changing your circumstances and manifesting. So in this time, what you want to create, what you want to put your energy into could really come to fruition here. A lot of times this Magician could represent wins of various different kinds, victories, things that you've created finally coming in. It could also be a magnetic spiritual type of energy as well. Now, the rough side of this Magician, I do have to mention it, could be an individual that's over controlling, or somebody that is a micromanager where they want to control the outcome of every single little thing. So hopefully nobody's trying to control you in any sort of way. But we're going to put this Magician down right here. I really want to dive deeper on all this action. So let's go ahead and do that, Capricorn. Let's jump in and clarify. Let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. Let's reset this deck and see what we got for Capricorn, please. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Six of Cups. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Capricorn, you drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, let's see what's up with that Six of Cups. Thank you. Okay, yeah, we have the Eight of Pentacles, very diligent. All right, for a good portion of you, this could be someone or something really trying to plan a return of some sort. Okay, not just that, like the Eight of Pentacles could also represent work, diligence, craftsmanship. This could be someone saying like, maybe I should give that a try again. Like that's a big vibe I'm picking up here. So in this time, you might be prone to want to give, I don't want to just say relationships. I know a lot of people watch tarot for relationships, but there could be work things, there could be business ideas, there could be school things, anything that you might feel like, I shouldn't have given up on that, or I gave up on that too soon. You might want to bring that back around and give it another go, give it another shot. It could even be like taking a trip to somewhere again. Like, that's the vibe I'm picking up here, is that somebody is really giving thought and credence to bringing something back around. And for a portion of you, if this is an individual that is thinking that or wanting to do that towards you, you might not see it coming. So this could be like an unexpected return or a sudden return of some sort. But for a lot of you in this time, you might want to revisit the past in some sort of way. Now, that could be good or bad, right? Like, there's some things that should be left in the past, right? There's some things that didn't work out for whatever reason and it should be left there. But for a portion of you, hey, maybe you should give something another go. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. I'm not going to get stuck up here. Obviously, that's not for every single Capricorn. That could just be someone you're connected to. So let's see what's up with that Magician. But for a lot of you, there could be various things wanting to make some sort of return in the coming days and weeks. So let's see why that Hermit is here. Could this be a rejection of that energy? Possibly. Why is that Hermit here? Okay. Yeah, all right. Difficult. This feels very difficult here. So we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse underneath this Hermit. Whether this is like a difficult type of conversation, this could be big communication blockages. For some of you, like I was saying, you might not even want to entertain something coming back around. There's a huge blockage here. Like, nope. Hermit mode with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Like, nope, I'm not thinking about that no more. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. So some of you, you might not be open whatsoever to revisiting the past, and that's your prerogative, my friends. But when I get this Page of Pentacles, a big card of conversation, talking, messages, learning new things. When it's showing up in reverse, it's shutting something down. So some of you, whether it is in regards to the past, something that's already happened, whether it's something you're going through right now, you might be shutting something down. Okay, or you're like, yeah, I need to shut this down, no more. That's just the vibe I'm picking up here. Okay, so big communication issues possibly, once again, like I said, where I might not even want to entertain that. Let's keep moving through. I don't really want to get hung up in any portion of the read, whereas this one is wanting to possibly return. The one in the center, there's a big rejection of energy here. Okay, so whether it is rejecting a situation, I know I'm giving a lot of messages. Let's keep moving. Let's see what's up with that Magician. I am picking up that rejection energy in the center. So why is the Magician here? Then we'll do a quick recap before we get the Shadow card. Interesting stuff, Capricorn. And it's not feeling as challenging as it has in recent weeks, I'll tell you that. Okay, yeah, Lovers in the upright here. Interesting. What are you manifesting, my friends? What are you manifesting? So the Lovers, that could represent a Gemini that you're very closely connected to. Maybe you need to touch base with this Gemini individual. But the Lovers, to me, is, once again, a very close union. Very similar to the Six of Cups, but much more amped up when we have this. A deep soul connection, whether it's very good friends, very close family. You see what I'm going with, where I'm going with this. It's angelic, it's healing type of energy. So for some of you, yeah, maybe someone's trying to manifest you into their lives. That could absolutely be it. And we could say that with this energy we have here in the front end, especially someone wanting to return. We have this energy of someone possibly trying to manifest you into their lives, or it could be vice versa. Maybe there's a very specific person that you want to bring in. It doesn't have to be someone from the past. Maybe it's like, all right, this is what I deserve. This is what I want. It's like a want for companionship. That's a big vibe I'm picking up here, especially after this Hermit energy. Like, I'm picking up this want for companionship in some sort of way. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're social beings, right? But this is super healing, super angelic. And once again, I'm still feeling this energy. Even if love isn't on your mind, even if partnerships aren't on your mind, we have this energy that's slowly shifting to the positive that I've been seeing over the past couple of weeks. So this could be very good. Things could start improving for you, Capricorn, in various different ways. So let's go through and do a quick little recap here. Interesting stuff, my friends. And then we'll get into the Shadow card real quick. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Six of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And I did feel like somebody wanting to give something another go, give it another shot. That's the big vibe I was picking up, whether it's something that you want to revisit or something that somebody else wants to do. There could be a lot of unexpected returns coming around, whether it's people, whether it's situations. So do with that what you will. And there's someone wanting to put a lot of energy towards it, but moving to the center, I'm getting this big rejection type of energy where this one is wanting to put energy towards it. This center energy with the Hermit and the Page of Pentacles in reverse is like, nope, I'm rejecting this type of energy. I want no peace. There's big communication issues and possible blockages here where this person is like, yeah, no, I'm not entertaining that for whatever reason. So it could be two people in completely different modes here, but just watch out. Like, a lot of you might be in solitary mode in this time for whatever purpose. On the back end, we do have the Magician with the Lovers in the upright, big Gemini energy showing up. And for a portion of you, like I was saying, this could be a want for companionship in some sort of way, where you know what you want in your wife, you know what you deserve, and this could be someone really trying to manifest you into their lives. That's the thing I'm feeling most here, is that like someone could be trying to bring you in for whatever reason, especially when we tie it in with what we have going on up here. So we have this little push-pull. Please take a screenshot. Let's see what's in the shadows for you, Capricorn. Interesting reading this week, that's for sure. But we're going to pull you one shadow card. Let's see what's up. And you know me, I always like to pull one at the end of every reading. I feel like it's a nice introspective thing to do. So let's get you one shadow card real quick. What's in the shadows for Capricorn, please? I'm using the Shadowland Tarot as usual, whether it's something within yourself, whether it's something you don't quite see. I feel like this is a nice way to leave it off. Okay, we have the Page of Cups, so more page energy showing up here. And what is the Page of Cups generally about? Sure, it could represent a water sign that you're connected to. Pages could represent youth as well. But as I always say, pages are students, pages are messengers. And the Page of Cups specifically is one that really makes their feelings known about something. So whatever it is you're going through, it's extremely important that in the coming days and weeks, you're just straightforward about what you're feeling, straightforward about your emotions, because suppressing anything in this time, it could be frowned upon. Okay, so hopefully you don't have issues with a water sign that go back quite a while that you've been holding in, but there is either something around communication or emotional suppression here that Spirit might want you to iron out. So if you feel something, don't feel like you need to bottle it up inside. Express it and move it out. That's a big vibe I'm picking up here, Capricorn. So yes, my friends, that is what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 3 winners for 3 different tarot decks. It will be a winner's choice this month. So if you want the Gilded Tarot, it's your choice. If you want the Witch's Tarot or anything under $40 US, 3 winners will be chosen. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what you think is the best use for tarot. Speaking to spirit, shadow work, inner work, confusion, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, in August, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you soon.